guess who's back? Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I cannot express to you how truly happy I am that you are here, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Obviously, so glad that you chose to tune in today. So for today's look, I'm actually going to be trying out a bunch of products that I just picked up from Sephora. There's no inspiration in behind this look. I really just wanted to try out a bunch of different products to see what kind of sticks, what I really like, what I don't like, what I want to take back. Let's get into this look. Ooh. Alright, so a lot of the girls may not know me, and that's okay. My name is Brittany, and quite honestly, in the most simple way possible, I really just like trying out new things, and one of those things just happens to be trying on a whole bunch of makeup that I have no idea what I'm doing. I am not a makeup professional by any means possible, but I hope that I can at least keep you guys entertained throughout my journey of experimenting with different makeup and different makeup looks and trying new products. One thing about me, I'm always end up at Sephora. Let's start there. Why does Sephora do this thing where they you buy hundreds of dollars worth of products and then they try to stuff them into this small bag? Like, was there not another option available quickly? I also don't have the world's best skin. I mean, I have a cystic pimple literally growing on my face, but I have also learned to just accept that my skin fluctuates in cycles. One day my skin is super good, and then 2 weeks later my skin is in shambles. And through my content, I hope that at least someone who has the same skin problems that I do, like textured skin, hyperpigmentation, acne prone skin, cystic, hormonal acne, I just hope that those people can see my content, they can connect to who I am and connect to my issues and feel seen. The weather out here in New York City has been so crazy. My skin is usually insanely oily, but for some reason she's very much giving combination, leaning more to the dry side. I haven't really ever had just issues with dryness and flaking, but this season specifically, the air has been really dry and my skin has been suffering. So this is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base by Bobbi Brown. And let's see what she does. All-in-one primer plus moisturizer. Rising complex of hyaluronic acid, squalene, and shea butter to create a smooth base for flawless makeup application. So I'm going to apply this before I apply any makeup product, including primer. I've already done my skin prep. Remember guys, skin prep before your makeup is super, super, super important. You don't want to put makeup onto just crazy skin. Hydrate your skin, moisturize your skin, wash your face before you put on makeup. Let's give it a smell test. Ooh, oh my gosh, that smells insanely good. That kind of makes me a little nervous. Is there fragrance in here? Because fragrance will definitely break out this girl. It's like a floral, citrus, more citrus, like grapefruit smell. I'm gonna take a good amount and apply it to my face. It's kind of thick. Oh yeah, it's very citrus forward. I lied, there's no floral in here. The consistency is really thick, it's really smooth, and it feels extremely hydrating, but we'll see how it looks after a little bit of wear. This is not from Sephora, but there was a Walgreens right across the street from the Sephora, so I decided to go in there and see if they had some e.l.f. products stocked, because there's no e.l.f. products anywhere, just the brushes, but I want to try the product. So I finally got my hand on the e.l.f. Niacinamide Power Grip Primer, and I know that niacinamide helps with oil control for the skin. Wow, this feels sticky, that's crazy. I remember when e.l.f. first came out, and e.l.f. was actually one of the first products that I was able to buy with my own adult money. I bought so many of their brushes, and from there, that's where my entire makeup journey as an adult started. So thank you e.l.f. for creating affordable products. But neither one of these products is beating up on my skin, causing it to flake or anything like that. So we're doing good so far. So for the brows, I'm just gonna put a little bit of alcohol on them just to remove any product. When I put products on my brows, it just shifts the product around and it starts to look like muddled and it changes the color. It just doesn't look good. So I'm gonna put a little bit of alcohol on my brows just to make sure that they stay in place. Today's product of choice is gonna be the Got to Be Glued. We're gonna brush out the brows first. We don't need very much. I like using my finger. Some people use spoolies or brushes or they use a spatula, but I like using my finger. I personally like to do my brows off camera, so I'll be right back. I have drawn the brows on. There's just high levels of concentration that are necessary for me to draw on my brows. I feel like these brows definitely give more like 2016 like Anastasia Beverly Hills brow, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. To conceal my dark spots, just a few, not all of them because my foundation is full coverage. I'm gonna be taking the NARS Light Reflecting Eye Brightener in the shade Impossible Dream. And this is like insanely light. Redness here. I feel like it's a sin to put a brighter concealer on a pimple. I feel like that makes it look more noticeable, but whatever. Okay, that's about as concealed as she's gonna get. I feel like my biggest problem when it comes to makeup is patience. I was literally just telling my friend yesterday at Teak actually that I want my makeup to be just like flawless and stunning and well blended like Uche Natori. She's a freaking phenomenal example of how I would love for my makeup to look every time I do it, but I also don't want it to take like 2 to 3 hours in order for me to achieve that look. I'm gonna go over where I concealed with that NARS concealer with just a little bit of the One Size translucent powder. I just feel like in order for your makeup to just come out extremely blended and flawless, you have to spend so much time just like blending and applying the appropriate amount of product, and I don't know if I want to sit through all of that. Now, I didn't apply too much of that powder because obviously I'm about to put more liquid products onto my face and I don't want to disrupt the hard work that I've done up until this point. This isn't a foundation, but it's a full coverage multi-use concealer from Sephora. And quite honestly, I love this product simply because it matches my skin tone to a T. And now I'm just blending this out with a fluffy brush. I like to apply one layer of foundation, and if I need more, I'll definitely go back in and apply more. I'm learning again as I go, and I'm just really scared of applying too much product and being intimidated by how much I put on my face and not being able to work with it. I'm definitely a layers girl. Layers all the way. My anxiety just like wants me to be in control at all times, and putting large amounts of foundation on my face at once doesn't sound like a situation that I know how to control. So to make myself feel better, to lessen my anxiety, we're just gonna work in layers. I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and can I just say, I don't know if it's me or if that product is just like overhyped, but I bought it and I wasn't necessarily impressed with it when I bought it, but I was just like, maybe I'm just not giving it a chance. But maybe like 2 weeks ago, I put the product on. The oxidation, first of all, let's start there. It looks like grayish green after a minute. Could have for sure been the products that I was using along with the foundation, but I'm pretty sure it was the foundation. But it definitely oxidized and turned green. And then it was extremely patchy. I literally put a liquid blush on top of the foundation and it just did not blend seamlessly whatsoever. It was like oil and water. It did not mix very well together. So if you have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, can you please explain to me how I'm supposed to properly use it? Because at this point, I have it, the return period has passed, and now I have a like $40 or $50 foundation that I have no use for. we got something new from NARS. So this is the NARS Bronzing Cream in the shade Laguna 05. And I brought this because I wanted to try a bronzing cream. I have a powder that I use as a bronzer that's like 1 or 2 shades darker than my actual skin tone that I will be using over this, but I just wanted to give cream bronzer a try to see if I like it. I'm gonna use this angled brush from e.l.f. of course. I'm kind of nervous but excited at the same time. Wait. Why do I low-key kind of like this? Am I crazy? It has a smell. I don't know what that smell is, but I like it. Okay, so now I'm just tapping this in an upward motion. I'm not gonna say I'm obsessed yet. I'm gonna wait until I blend this all out. But she's looking pretty good right now. This is literally my first time ever using a cream bronzer for anything. Whoa. Guys, hold on. This is kind of insane. You guys, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna freaking do my nose now. And then gonna bring it down. And I don't care if it's not perfect because obviously we're gonna conceal. And I'm bringing that diffusion up into the eyebrow. Use the Hourglass concealer in the shade Teak. This is a travel size just because they did not have any of the regular sizes available and I really wanted to try the concealer. So I'm just gonna put this on just to conceal really quickly. And then to brighten, I'm gonna take a little bit of the Huda Beauty Flawless Filt'r concealer. This is the shade Praline 6.3 in, and I'm just gonna put this towards the inner corner. And on the nose. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for like just a second. I'm gonna apply some liquid blush. I have never worn this many liquid products. I'm honestly shocked. Okay, so for blush today, I'm gonna be using the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Love. This is the blush that I ended up using with the Estee Lauder foundation I just told you guys about, that it just didn't mesh well with the foundation at all. I don't know what it was because I've used this blush several times before and it hasn't really given me any problems. So for it to just like give me issues with the Estee Lauder foundation, I was honestly just weirded out by the foundation, period. That blush literally disappeared. I lied to you guys. I'm not gonna use a beauty blender. I'm gonna use a brush. Yeah, look at that pigment. But like that is pretty much like how your blush should be meshing with your foundation. I look like a freaking Neapolitan ice cream. Yeah. I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. I can never say this properly. Flawless, not fallish. Airbrush. Why would they put an SH before 2 S's? Like why? Charlotte, why would you do that? Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. That was fun. Okay. It just... yeah, mixing those two concealers together was a great idea. You can literally see where I put each product and I'm not mad at that because I feel like it's gonna come together when I add the powders over top, so I'm not mad at it. yeah, I really do think that it's safe to say now that I'm obsessed with this cream bronzer. So shout out to NARS, because you ate that. You ate that with a fork and knife, girl. Okay, this is a product that I have actually been obsessed with. I think I bought this like 2 weeks ago and I've only used it like twice, so technically to me it is new. But this is the Easy Bake and Snatch by Huda Beauty. This is a pressed powder in the shade Banana Bread. And just like tap it on there, rub it in a little bit if I have to. And with this, you get like a flawless, even base when you rub it on there. That's one thing that I really love. So you can just go straight in and apply it to your freaking under eye. Do you guys see that? Bye. I'm like so obsessed with this product. This is like one of my favorite purchases of 2024 so far. Yes. But again, I'm gonna do that one more time. Again, nothing on, completely blended out with the Beauty Blender, and you just go in and tell me, like flawless every single time, even in the freaking mirror, it looks that phenomenal. It's crazy, I love it. Okay, Huda, you ate that too, girl. You definitely ate that. She ate that, for sure ate that. I also really like that with this product, it's kind of buildable. It's not like cakey. It's pretty much translucent on my skin, even though obviously it is extremely light. Period. Okay, if you've watched my videos before, you know that I use the Fenty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 460 to pretty much just like bronze and contour. We're gonna use our Fenty powder as an actual powder today to go over that bronzer. Don't forget your nose, guys. Don't forget your nose. Stunning. Another travel size item because it was sold out. This is the Huda Beauty Baby Bake Loose Setting Powder in the shade Banana Bread. I'm low-key kind of obsessed with this stuff, but I actually don't even use the powder puff that it comes with because I kind of feel like it's useless. But I just like kind of put it on my hand and go from there. I found that a lot of people don't like putting product on the back of their hand. Listen, I may not understand that, but I thought that rule was definitely more so for like makeup artists, because obviously, you know, when you're touching someone's face, you try to keep it as sanitary as possible. But girl, this is my skin and my face, so it's literally the same surface. Now I'm gonna do a hard bake at 350 degrees. Get in there, snatch me up. This is one of my favorite combos ever. I'm not kidding. Juvia's Place pretty much to me has the best blushes in the world. They're super pigmented. They work absolutely insanely for darker skin tones, and I just feel like once you put them on, they don't move. They don't fade throughout the day, like they stay on. If anything comes off during the day, it's not gonna be that Juvia's Place blush, okay? I haven't tried any of the Juvia's Place's liquid blushes. I would absolutely love to give them a try, so the next time I go to Ulta, I will probably most likely be picking one up. But I'm using Tao in B. Tao is more reminiscent of Love by Rare Beauty, but I also don't want my blush to be too intense, so I like to mix it with this little deep purple shade over here, B. Well, it's not really like that deep, but it's like a pale purple that looks really well when you put them together. On my eyelid and bring this down. Just because I'm feeling festive today. And then a little on the nose. Who would I be if I didn't put a little blush on the nose, darling? That, so far, everything is starting to look, I don't know. I'm trying my best not to speak too soon, but I don't know. I feel like everything is coming together because of these two products right here, the primer from e.l.f. and then the face base from Bobbi Brown. Like, the skin right now is eating, okay? Now, one of the last steps that I'm going to do is just like wipe off the excess powder. And then go in go in with a powder that's pretty much the same shade. And go over skin. Come back in with another round of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless whatever, the Charlotte Tilbury, we're gonna go back in with another round of setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury. Thank you. As always, I love to follow up with Dreamer. Whoa. If I pronounce one more word incorrectly. The Soft Glam 2 mini palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love to use the shade Dreamer as a highlight shade. That's this shade right here, and I like to take it on the tip of my finger. Just because I feel like with my finger, for some reason, I'm able to properly place it exactly where I want it and then diffuse it out in that same spot. I am going to overline the Cupid's bow of my lip. And I'm gonna overlay my bottom lip just a little towards the center. I'm not gonna be using a lipstick today. I really just want to use like a gloss. So I just picked this up from Sephora. This is the Dior lip oil in the shade Rosewood. I'm actually kind of obsessed with this, not gonna lie. You can wear this on its own or obviously with a lip liner. But I really just love the consistency of Dior lip oil. It's not too sticky and it's actually quite hydrating for the price. So this is the final makeup look. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm human and I have textured skin. As you can see, I have a little bit of acne here on this side. This is my mustache. My skin is not perfect and that is completely okay. It's still normal, but I really just want to show you guys how the products look on my face. I really want to be able to put these products to the test, so I am going to try my best to come back in a few hours to just like keep you guys updated on how that's all going. Everything looks pretty good. So far so good. I'm really impressed. Cue the slow motion. Okay, so it has literally been like a few hours, so I'm gonna try my best to get like a good amount of light so you guys can see how the product has lasted on my face. Here's some sun, still some texture, whatever. And I'm gonna come back to the natural light, give the camera a second to adjust. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like obviously a little bit of creasing here. Again, that could have been totally my fault. I'm not really good with under eye creasing just yet. Still learning, still practicing. It's a little bit of oil production in the T-zone and 4 hours, and all I have is a little bit of oil production that can be fixed by some setting powder. I'm not mad at that. So would I put these products on again? Absolutely. Am I impressed with these products? Yes. So yeah, there's my little update for you guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!